Hello, family, friends, and fans. I'm Fletcher Rhoden, and this is Under the Wolf Moon, track by track. So I'm going through my new a cappella album, track by track, day by day. And you're here with me. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's get right to it. We're all busy. This song is called Ghosting by Gaslight. So, uh, lot to talk about here. This is uh, got a sort of a traditional doo-wop feel to it, so it goes perfectly with this album. I'd written the music years before, decades before, really, as a song called Phil Spector. Now, a lot of the songs on this album and on the Christmas album, even more on the Christmas album, Under the Christmas Moon, they were written years before, but the lyrics sort of rendered them obsolete. You know, they were topical or they were novelties, and novelties can have a very short shelf life. And in particular, there was this one I wrote, and that's why this song has kind of a 60s doo-wop feel, because I wrote it about Phil Spector. I wrote it in the 80s. And in the 80s, everybody was everybody was aping the wall of sound in the 80s. You know, there lots of reverb, big huge drum sounds, uh, lots of vocals, lots of everything. Uh, and everyone thought it was really clever and everything, but it wasn't. It was just the wall of sound. So, and Phil Spector at that time was just a recluse. So I decided perfect novelty song, and it had lyrics like, you know, Phil Spector, Phil Collins has cheated you. He sold your every idea as his own. Somebody killed John Lennon. Guns N' Roses are a hit. Why does no one realize that they suck? So that was the bridge. But and that was fine for then. But let's face it, we all know where the chorus was. Phil Spector, where are you? Are you living in a dream? Are you tired of the music business scene? Da da da. So it was every verse, which was also a chorus, so that was a head type of structure. Um, it opened with the chorus, or it opened with the title. It was always Phil Spector, where are you? And we all know where he is now. So after he committed that allegedly committed the crime for which he was found guilty. So I guess one could say that he did do it since he was found guilty of doing it. But whatever, the crime for which he was found guilty. After that happened, the song died. The song was no longer viable. And I think by then it was the 90s and the song wasn't really viable anyway. I used to do it with my band Avenue Out, but I never did it with any subsequent act. So, uh, and I decided, I liked it musically though. And I have a lot of songs where I have one called it's on the Christmas record. It was originally "I'm the Only Man" for Natasha Bertrand because I was seeing a lot of her on the news, but that became untimely for a number of reasons. You don't see her as much anymore, and you know there are other reasons. I just want to change the lyrics. So this song was no longer going to be called Phil Spector, but I was going to do something with it, and at the same time, I got ghosted by somebody. And no one likes being ghosted, but I got ghosted and roasted. And the person who ghosted me, also told me that they didn't do it. You know, and I was like, wow, ghosting by gaslight. That's perfect. And if you listen to the lyrics, that's what they're about. It's easy to tell, um, and it's a good song in that regard. I think it's better now than it was as Phil Spector. Frankly, it's got more depth. It's not just a clever way to get a laugh out of Guns N' Roses, but it's about something that matters, you know. Um, and there's a good amount of pain in it. So for a song that sounds like a doo-wop song, it's got a lot of pain. And I like that sweet and sour combination. Um, what else? Not much else to say about it, really. It was one of the in the first wave of songs that I wrote and recorded for this album. And I think it speaks for itself otherwise. There's a link below. All of these webisodes have a link below to the song in question. So check it out. It's free. You can listen to the whole album while you're there on YouTube, or you can go to the introductory webisode of this track by track miniseries, and it'll have a link to the whole song list. So you can hear the whole album for free. Hey, before you download it, I mean, because you are going to want to download it. It'll stick in your head. Now, acapella is weird. Some people just don't like it. Some people just don't like it. And I get it if they're thinking barbershop quartet. You know, um, a lot of people don't like that, but this isn't really like that. This is more of a Bobby McFerrin than it is, a barbershop quartet. So check it out. There's certainly a lot more than four voices. I can tell you that. Enjoy it. Have fun. Listen to the music. Come back tomorrow because there'll be another analysis of another song from not Tracking the Lone Wolf, excuse me, from Under the Wolf Moon. There is Tracking the Lone Wolf, but that's a different wolf for another time. So tune in again, and until then,